Castro. Kevin Castro. Today we're gonna learn one of the most epic piano songs ever, Skyfall as performed by Adele. And it's actually a lot easier than you think. You hear the first 2-3 seconds of the song and you instantly know what it is. So let's jump into it. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna learn is the C minor add 9 chord, which is the intro chord. Sounds something like this. And when you play it, you wanna do a little bit of a roll, so it's gonna sound a little bit like this. C, C, E flat, G, D. That's slowly, one more time. And now all together. And then we're gonna kind of come down with this little D, C, G. Those 3 notes, D, C, G, for when the piano comes in. And then E flat and C is where you're gonna land. Let's try this from the beginning. Hold that chord, get your fingers in position. So the right hand for the whole intro is gonna hit 2 notes, E flat and C. Just going like this in quarter notes. Really easy. The left hand is where you have to actually watch for. So the intro sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. E. That's the tricky part, those Fs. So the main part is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. E and So that last F note is gonna be on the E of 4. So it goes 4, E and So everything else you can count in 8th notes, but except for that last one, you wanna count it in those 16th notes. So I'll play it all together. If I'm counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. E and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. E and a whole D, 2, 3, 4 down to G, 2, 3. So let's put these hands together. Right here, the right hand is gonna play C minor. So it's gonna be E flat, G, and C. It's a C minor over D chord, so you're gonna play them at the same time. Sounds a little crunchy, but it's supposed to sound like that. It adds that tension, G sus4, and then resolve to G. So an important note is on G sus4, hit that, and when you switch to G chord, lift up the pedal, because otherwise these 2 notes, they're gonna both be sonically there. So you wanna lift G sus4, lift it up, and then there's that G chord, just so it's a clean transition. Okay, so now that's the intro. Let's jump into the beginning of the verse. As soon as Adele sings, "This is the end," we're basically gonna play the exact same thing for the first half of this verse. So it sounds like this. C minor chord, G sus4, G major. So that's the first time. Now we're gonna make it a little bit different in the right hand. So let's learn the right hand because left hand stays the same. C minor chord twice. Then we move to A flat, and all you have to do is move 1 note. So now you have E flat, A flat, C. The next chord is gonna be F7. And for the F minor 7, you're just gonna go right back from A natural to A flat. So again, E flat and C stay the same the whole time. It's just that inner note that keeps changing. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all it is. And your left hand stays the same. And that kind of gives it that James Bond sound. So let's put it together. A flat, F7, F7, C minor, A flat, F7, F minor 7, C minor over D, G sus4, G. And then we're ready for the chorus. So, the intro and the verse, very similar. So let's see if we can try that with the track from the very beginning of the song.
This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth move and then hear my heart burst again. For this is the end. I've drowned and dreamt this moment, so overdue I owe them. Swept away, I'm stolen. Let the sky fall.
Okay, so we just did the intro and the verse. So if you want to take advantage of our practice features, make sure you click the link in this video because we do have a free 7-day trial just for you. You'll get access to the backing track, the sheet music, you can play along, slow it down, speed it up, all that fun stuff. All right, let's get back into the song. Okay, so now we're gonna get to the chorus. We've just built up the whole song up to this point in the song. Okay, Skyfall, let's learn the right hand for the chorus first. Here we go. C minor chord, E flat, G, and C. We're gonna hit it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now switch to A flat chord. 2, 3. We have a quick E flat, G, and B flat. It looks like an E flat major chord. Then we go to E flat, A flat, C. It looks like A flat, but with an F in the bass, it makes F minor 7. So I'll keep going. A flat, 2, 3, 4. G sus4 to G. Again, C minor to A flat. 2, 3. And now this time we go to F major. D7, G major. And then we get to this interlude, this kind of instrumental bit. And this is the James Bond theme right here. Really cool part in the song. And all you're doing is going from G on the top, A flat on the top, A natural, and back down to A flat. Okay, so that's the right hand, that's the tricky part. Left hand just has a little bit of rhythm you have to add. It's gonna go like this. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, and we're gonna jump up to G up an octave, G, F and 2 and 3, E flat, T and 2 and G, C again, down to A flat, 1 and 2 and 3, up to G, F and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and. And when we get to this instrumental bit, you're just gonna hold half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So from C minor, A flat, F7 to F minor 7. Okay, let's put the whole chorus together, hands together. Nice and slow. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, A flat. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, F minor 7, 2 and 3, 4, G sus. Back to C minor again. A flat. Now F major. To G. And here's that James Bond theme, going from C minor to A flat to F7 to F minor 7. Okay, so now let's try to play the entire chorus with the track. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go.
The skyfall when it crumbles, we will stand tall and face it all together. The skyfall when it crumbles, we will stand tall and face it all together. That Skyfall is where we start.
Okay, great work so far. So now you've done the intro, you've done the verse, and you've done the chorus. So as soon as the chorus is done, it has that little James Bond instrumental bit, this part. And then it goes right back into verse number 2. Now verse 2 is gonna be the same thing as verse 1. Right after verse 2, you jump into a chorus. Chorus 2 is also the same thing as the chorus you just learned. So there's only a couple more parts that we need to learn. Okay, the big instrumental section. There's this big symphony orchestra moment where you're just gonna hit a big C minor chord. Kind of sounds like this. And you're gonna hit it really nice and loud. And so the notes are C, E flat, G, and C. And C octaves, and remember, nice and loud here. And you're gonna hold it for 2 whole measures. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the third measure, you're gonna hit C, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4. So those notes were C, E flat, G, F sharp, G. The second time through, you're gonna hit E flat, G, C, and D. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then octave Cs again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Then you get to that A natural note, which really gives it that James Bond feel. Okay, so that's the instrumental. As soon as you finish the instrumental, we're gonna go right into the bridge. So the bridge starts off with our E flat, G, and C. And we're gonna hit F in our left hand. So it's gonna go like this, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, climb up with G octave. Then we're gonna go up to A flat major 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you're gonna make a big C minor shape, and you're gonna go down to B flat octaves in your left hand. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, then a lot of tension here with the B, and resolve it when you get to the C. 1, 2, and then climb back down with the left hand. C, B flat, nice work. Now A flat major 7, 2, 3, down to G, now down to F, F minor 7, F, A flat, C, E flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this part's really tense. You're gonna hit C minor right hand, D in the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like you're kind of stepping back and forth. Starts together, left hand, left hand, then together on the G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's try that one more time, just the bridge. 1, 2, 3, up to G, A flat major 7. Now move down to B flat, B natural, up to C, 2, 3, 4, A flat major 7, down to G, now F minor 7. Now here's that tension. 1, 2, 3, 4. Together, right hand, left hand. Okay, so you just finished the bridge. Now all that's left to do is the chorus and the outro. So coming onto that bridge, when you hit that G chord, you're gonna go right back into another chorus. This is the third chorus. Once you finish the third chorus, it repeats again, but this time it's kind of like an outro chorus where you're gonna play something slightly different. So let's go over that part right now. You're gonna double kind of what the violin's playing, the big string section here. And instead of playing just a C minor chord, you're gonna break it up a little bit. It's gonna sound like this. Okay, let me show you what I'm doing. E flat and C, then hit B flat. E flat and C, and G. So you're gonna alternate between that. So just practice that slowly first. And then the left hand will be doing the same thing. So if I take it slow, keep it going. Same part. The last measure, what we're gonna get into is this little D and C, the G sus chord, but we're gonna do a broken chord. And then G chord broken as well. So that's D and C, then G. D and C, G. D and B, G. D and B, G. So let's put that together. 3, 4. Down to B flat. Up to G. Same thing, right hand. Here's the broken G sus4. Broken G chord. You do it again. Down to B flat, A flat. And here at the very end, you're gonna hit all 4 of those notes that you were just playing like this. E flat, G, B flat, and C with F in the left hand. And that's when Adele gets nice and quiet. Then you're gonna hit, at the very end, G octaves and just a B note. And the song ends with that C minor add 9. But I'm gonna show you a little trick for that ending if you wanna play the end a little bit fancier, because we can't do the swell on the piano, so we need to take advantage of what we can do on the piano. So what I like to do is I play that chord, I do a broken chord with my right hand, play it again, E flat, G, D, E flat, G, D, E flat, G, D, and just crossing over hands, right hand, left hand, once at the top, and then at the bottom, and it sounds like this. It's a nice little way that you can end the song. All right, so that's it. That's the whole song. This is one of my favorite Bond songs, but let me know in the comments down below what's your favorite Bond song or what's your favorite James Bond. So now we're gonna try this entire song from the very top with the track. Here we go.
together.